And in an old house on Stephen's Green in 1845. There were 3 boarders and 9 day pupils. Those numbers very soon increased, and in 1879 these premises were opened. Today the numbers have grown far more, and a decision has been made to move the entire school out to Dundrum. I asked the principal, the Reverend Gerald Miles, how he accounted for the continued growth and success of the school.
This, I think, is due to the aims of the college, which are set out at the time of its foundation as being to give a thorough literary and commercial education, combined with sound religious and moral training.
What sort of things do you do in order to work out your aims in practice?
Well, the aims are set out here, if they were put in modern language, would simply mean that we intend to help our children not only to earn a living, but to live well, and that is to live in a Christian manner. And in order to do this, of course, the primary thing is the intention of the school, is the intention of the college that we should have Christian education.
You remember in the last class I told you about the parable of the sower. Well, today I want you to illustrate this parable in a drawing. Remember that there were 4 soils. There was, first of all, the seed fell upon the pathway. The seed fell on rocky ground. The seed fell amongst thorns, and the seed fell on good ground.
Yes, Derek, could we just take that once again? Now, these notes are repeated. Why shouldn't they be tied? Why does the composer, do you think, take care to repeat those notes in the pedal?
Would it be for rhythm, sir?
I think so, to give rhythm. So be very careful, especially the first of the bar, that you give a good accent on that. Also be careful, this chord must come absolutely together. Hands and feet. Now, just starting again.
Díomh fáistí, tá thíní sinis.
Sinné Diarmid. Sinní Máire.
Sinní Máire.
Tá sé
Tá caint le céile. Díomh Máire.
Díos mar a Diarmid.
Díos mar a Diarmid.
Cabal tú a dal.
Cabal tú a dal.
Tá me dal go dín siopa.
Tá me dal go dín siopa.
Bhfuil airige dagad.
Bhfuil airige dagad.
I want you to illustrate that by drawing on the paper which you have in front of you, and to bring out those 4 points of the parable.
Solution of dilute sulfuric acid. The dropper funnel is a mixture of ethanol solution and sodium dichromate solution. Now we let this in slowly, drop by drop.
Now, very good crossing over there. You take this all with one hand to leave the left hand free. Very careful if you're counting there. You get only 2 beats rest and then in on exactly the first beat of the bar. Watch the register of the pedal. Now, could we take just from there again, putting in the grate to pedal?
The reaction here results in the formation of acetaldehyde and water, which condenses in this lively condenser here, dropping into the flask here.
Now, we have 2 sets, A and B, and A consists of the elements
1, 3, and 2.
1, 3, and 2, and we write it down this way, A equals, and we put these elements in curly brackets like 1, 3, and 2. That's to show that we're dealing with a set. Now, B consists of the elements
2, 4,
2,
and
4,
5.
and 5. We write down B is the set consisting of 2, 4, and 5. And it doesn't matter in what order we take them.
Mr. Kirkpatrick has been Vice Principal of Wesley College for 20 years. I asked him to describe the out-of-school clubs and societies.
We have a wide variety of societies providing for every sort of interest. Perhaps the most colourful and popular is the Continental Tours, which have been run for boys since 1953, every year under the charge of Mr. Devers, and in alternate years for girls. And then one of our oldest societies is the Dramatic Society, which was formed in 1950.
Well, if you insist. An Englishman knows how to wait. I hope you're not expecting me to stand by while you go through that monstrous farce of a coronation again. And all the battles as well. Orleans, Patay, Beaugency. I might as well tell you now, I should find that in very poor taste.
Put your mind at rest, my lord. There are too few of us here to stage the battles.
Good.
Joan, you may begin.
May I begin wherever I like?
Audrey, could you move your head slightly to your right, please?
Thank you, Dean.
And could you look up slightly? That's great. Hold that.
That's about 20 seconds. Do you think that should be enough?
I think that's plenty.
We'll pass it on to you then.
Right. Thank you.
Make sure all that developer comes off.
See what that'll do now.
Yeah, okay. What's it like, Derek?
Checkmate.
Who says?
This is what integration does. If integration does this, it is not the answer to this racialism. What is? Segregation is. I would offer segregation as an answer to racialism.
What about my friend Rastus?
Integration can only eventually breed hatred and mistrust.
Now, Avril here has got a very bad cut on her head. We have placed the dressing on her head, and now we use this bandage to keep it in place. We put a hem on the bandage like so, and then place it across her forehead. Now we tuck in the end, and then bring these round, and then tie across her forehead. Make sure when you're doing this, you use a reef knot. We just tuck in at the end, let it down again.